we're on lesson 6, and in this lesson we're going to be writing our own one-step equations, which we've kind of done before, we just haven't solved them at the same time. So this might be a little bit of a review. We're going to take some word problems, create an equation out of it, and then we're going to be solving those equations ourselves. So for this first one, it says Carlos is trying to read 12 pages of his book a night. The book is 156 pages. How many days will it take him to finish the book? So the question here, first we decide how to write an equation to fit this scenario. So with this, we're looking at, you want to figure out, okay, what's our unknown? So for us, our unknown is going to be x is a number of days. Because we're asking how many days will it take to finish the book. So if you kind of think about this, we're thinking about if we read 12 pages a day, or per day, and then we have how many days. So if I have 12 times the number of days, that should get us 156 pages. And then we can figure out how many days it's going to take us. So again, we have a multiplication problem here. So to undo that, we divide. So when I divide both sides by 12, we end up with x is going to be, let's see, it's going to be 13. So then that would be 13 days it'll take him to read his book if he does it 12 pages a day. So again, not too hard, so we're not going to do a ton of examples here. I'm not going to make this a real elaborate video or anything. We're just kind of applying what we've been doing and writing our own equations with it. So take a minute or two, go make sure you have all that information down. Please copy down the problem and the answer and the equation, the solution. Don't just copy down the work, because I want you to kind of know how we got the equations and where they came from as well. So go and pause the video if you need more time. I'm going to move on to example number 2 over here. Example 2 says, how many packages of diapers can you buy with $40 if one package costs $8? So again, you're kind of taking how much it is per thing, and we're going to be multiplying that by how many things we have. So if we have $8 per package, and we want to know how many packages we have, that's going to give us a total. We want to spend then $40. Now again, how do we solve this? We take both of them and divide both sides by 8, so that we end up with P is going to be 5 packages. So here again, not a super complex situation. And a lot of these you're going to notice are going to end up being multiplication and division problems, but occasionally we'll get some that are addition and subtraction. Alright, example number 3. It says at a restaurant, Mike and his friends decided to divide the bill evenly. If each person paid $13, then what was the total bill? So here, the key word here would be they divided it evenly, and the result was then $13. So what we want to figure out is how much is the total. So we figured out that we have some kind of a total, and we divided it by, actually that should tell us how many of his friends. And 3 of his friends. So Mike and, I should have put that in there. So Mike and 3 of his friends, which means there's 4 total. So they divided the total bill by 4 and ended up with 13. So how do we solve this? We end up multiplying both sides by 4. And we get T is going to be equal to $52 total for the bill. So I'm not going to do any more examples. I think that's kind of a firm foundation of just some of the things we're going to be seeing. And then we'll have a homework assignment on this tomorrow in class.